at Ikeja urged them to engage in healthy and competitive rivalry for development to thrive. The governor, who was represented by his deputy Obafemi Hamzat, also urged them to brace up for the challenges ahead, noting that issue of waste management, youth restiveness, among others, must be tackled in line with the renewed hope agenda of President Bola Tinubu. Commissioner for Local Government, Chieftaincy Affairs and Rural Development, Bolaji Robert, said the theme of the retreat, driving grassroots development through strategic governance, was to prepare the participant for efficient and impactful grassroots governance. In a vote of assurance, the chairman of Conference 57, Sheson Oluwa, who is the chairman of Ibejuleke LCDA, maintained that his colleagues are battle ready to bring development to the grassroots with a promise not to disappoint the people of Lagos. In a bid to combat cancer and related diseases, the Ikeja Club has organized a free medical screening program targeting prostate, breast, and cervical cancer. The initiative, held at the club premises, attracted over 150 beneficiaries who received free tests and consultations. Speaking at the event, Permanent Secretary of the Lagos State Ministry of Health, Olusegun Ogbuyi, commended the club's efforts, describing the program as a valuable contribution to the state's mission to eliminate cancer and other non-communicable diseases. On the spot, President of the Ikeja Club, Musadik Adeleke, said the initiative is part of the club's commitment to promoting a healthier society. He also assured that individuals who show symptoms or risk factors will receive proper follow-up care. Vice President of the club, Abayomi Akimoyemi, reaffirmed the club's dedication to complementing government efforts in eradicating cancer in all firms. Deputy Coordinator of the club, Elijah Oshibanjo, emphasized the timelessness of the program, noting that early detection can be life-saving. Earlier, beneficiaries expressed deep appreciation for the opportunity, calling it a timely and life-saving gesture. The federal government has reaffirmed its commitment to restore Ogoni land for the development of the people, saying this is the most strategic approach to implement the program of the United Nations Environment Program. Minister of Environment Balarabe Lawal asserted this during the inauguration of newly completed water facilities in Ogoni communities in Rivers State. Lawal emphasized that access to clean water is a fundamental human right and called on residents to take ownership of the facilities to ensure sustainability, while thanking the efforts of partners, traditional leaders, youth, and civil society for making the project a success. And now to the rest of the stories. The West African Examinations Council WAEC Nigeria has released reviewed results for the 2025 West African Senior School Certificate Examination for school candidates. This follows the discovery of grading differences that significantly affected candidates' performance statistics. Head of WAEC Nigeria, Amos Dangot, admitted to a serious error in the marking of serialized papers, which led to a misrepresentation of candidates' performance. According to him, the council had implemented a new security innovation known as paper serialization, already in use by another national examination body. Dangot said during post-examination reviews, it was discovered that the English language objective test, paper 3, was scored using incorrect key due to a wrongly assigned serialized code file. Other serialized subjects include mathematics, biology, and economics, with the error corrected. 91.14% obtained credit and above in a minimum of 5 subjects, with or without English and mathematics. 62.96% obtained 5 credits, including English and mathematics, a significant improvement from the previously reported 38.32%. The federal government has begun a revival of Nigeria's cotton, textile, and garment sector, with the Bank of Industry taking concrete steps to unlock targeted funding support to drive the process. This initiative was launched with an inspection tour of key textile sites in Kaduna State by the Minister of State for Industry, Trade and Investment, John Eno. ENA noted that the program aims to localize up to $4 billion in spending on textile imports, fostering economic growth, creating jobs and boosting local manufacturing capabilities. He highlighted the necessity of labor-intensive industries such as manufacturing and agriculture for job creation in a country of 200 million people. The Lagos State chapter of the All Progressives Congress, APC, has responded to recent remarks by former Anambra State Governor and Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi, who has proposed a constitutional amendment to introduce a single non-renewable 5-year term for the office of the president. APC spokesperson in Lagos, Sheye Oladejo, described the proposal as unhelpful to Nigeria's current democratic and developmental challenges, suggesting that it distracts from more urgent issues of governance and accountability. While acknowledging that the idea of a single-term presidency has been raised in the past, the APC noted that it remains a contentious topic that requires deeper national consensus. The party questioned the timing and intent behind Obi's proposal, suggesting that it may be influenced by recent electoral outcomes. It also emphasized that reforms discussions should be inclusive, broad-based, and rooted in Nigeria's long-term interests. And in some foreign news, President Donald Trump has demanded a massive $1 billion fine from the prestigious University of California system as the administration pushed its claims of anti-Semitism in UCLA's response to 2024 student protests related to Gaza. The figure, which is 5 times the sum Columbia University agreed to pay to settle similar federal accusations of anti-Semitism, would completely devastate the UC public university system. President James Milliken, the overseer of the 10 campuses that make up the University of California system, including Los Angeles-based UCLA, said managers had received the $1 billion demand and are reviewing it. Reports suggest the government wants the money in installment and is demanding the university also pay $172 million to a claims fund to compensate Jewish students and others affected by alleged discrimination. The move appears to follow a similar playbook the White House used to extract concessions from Columbia University and is trying to use to get Harvard University to bend. And now sports news. Turkish Super League giant Besiktas has announced the signing of Nigeria international Wilfred Ndidi on a permanent transfer. The defensive midfielder linked up with the club from Leicester City. Ndidi, who puts pen to paper on a 3-year contract with the option of an additional year, expressed his delight after completing the move. He spent 8 seasons with Leicester City, during which he made over 240 appearances and helped the club lift the FA Cup in 2021. And that was our news at 10. Just before we go, use the walkway where available to avoid accidents. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms. X, Traffic Radio 961. Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs. It's live on YouTube, Traffic Radio 961. And you can visit our website, www.trafficradio961.ng. You can also listen to Lagos Traffic Radio on my Lagos app for timely updates. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration provided 1,400 hostel beds for Lagos model colleges? Well, you can get more details on the Lagos government website. And to end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. Lagos Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has challenged the newly elected chairman and vice chairman in the 20 local council areas and 37 local council development areas, LCDAs, to collect data for infrastructure in the locality for development planning and maintenance. The West African Examinations Council, WAEC, Nigeria, has released reviewed results for the 2025 West African Senior School Certificate Examination for school candidates. We also told you that President Donald Trump has demanded a massive $1 billion fine from the prestigious University of California system as the administration pushed its claims of anti-Semitism in UCLA's response to 2024 student protests related to Gaza. In sports, Turkish league giant Besiktas has announced the signing of Nigeria international Wilfred Ndidi on a permanent transfer. And for contacts with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That ends the news broadcast compiled by Adeswai Joyoka. Thank you for listening, Lagos. My name is Mike James. Good morning to you.